Hi everyone. Today I wanted to show you guys my collection of Wet n Wild palettes, as you can tell by the description. I just wanted to show these palettes because you can get them for really cheap at drugstores, and I like having a cheaper alternative to more expensive products. Um, there's a lot, so I just wanted to. I'm just gonna jump right into this. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and babble on about it, but I do have a lot of Wet n Wild palettes. Um, I have like 13 of them. I'm going to start off by this one Wet n Wild Fantasy Makers Painter palette, and this is what it looks like. They are all cream colors. There's pink, purple, white, and green. They're all cream. I sometimes use these as a base to other colors that I'm going to be putting on. They're really creamy. They do tend to crease if you use them by themselves. But I find that if you use like a base, like an Urban Decay base or a Max Painterly paint pot or something, and then put this on, it won't crease. Um, you can't get these like regularly. You have to get these at like the holiday times, around Christmas and Halloween. I believe actually Halloween is the only time of year that they have these out, but they are really nice colors. If you use too much of one of them, it tends to be greasy, so just watch how much you use. They are pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot. So, yeah. Moving on. I am going to start with the palettes that are the little trios. Um, I have three of them. I have one in Spoiled Brat, one in Fauna, which I don't even know what that means, and the other one is in Walking on Eggshells. Spoiled Brat is probably my favorite one. It is just this awesome trio of a metallic pink, a black matte with glitter in it, and that awesome like silvery color down at the bottom. And I know that some silvers tend to like chunk up and be really chunky on the eye. This one isn't. It goes on really smooth. As long as you apply it with um, a flat synthetic brush, you should be fine. Any other brush, I really wouldn't apply it with. I apply mine with a, I don't even know what brand my flat top brush is. I have so many, but I just apply it with a flat top synthetic brush. These colors are really pigmented. Like you can see with just one swipe how absolutely pigmented that pink is. And the rest of them are just as pigmented. And I absolutely love this palette. I used it so much when I got it. Ugh, I love it. I don't find myself reaching for it as often as I did, but I do still love this palette. And when I'm going for more of a bolder look, I will reach for this 100%. My next trio is the one Walking on Eggshells, and it is just this beautiful little trio of some neutral colors. And I like these eyeshadows because they come with like little instructions on them. Like if you're not used to putting on makeup or you're new to makeup, they have like these little guidelines on the back of the palette. So I really think that that's good for people who are just starting out. But these colors are so pretty. When I got this palette, I used it a ton. um, Nothing crazy. I didn't use it like a bunch, but it did get some really good use out of it. I really love that middle color and that highlighter, that highlighter shade on top. This one right here is really, really pretty. It's like a pale yellow with just a little bit of shimmer in it, but it is really pretty. And I really don't have anything bad to say about any of these shadows because I love them. The next one is Fauna, and it is what I like to call I made it open, the party girl palette because these colors in it are just perfect for a night out if you're trying to go for something really colorful. I just think that they're so pretty, and I like these palettes too because they're really easy to put a look together with. You don't really have to try, like the colors are there for you, and they say like eyelid crease, brow bone, so I really enjoy these palettes for that reason. This one I didn't use a whole lot when I got it. I still don't use it a whole lot now. But when I am going for like a night out or something colorful and simple and quick, I will go with something along the lines of this palette. Maybe not necessarily this one because I have so many other eyeshadow palettes that have these same colors in it, but they are very pigmented. Like this blue right here, I can't even talk about it. It's so pretty. So yes, that one is Fauna, I believe. That's what it says on the back. I don't know for sure if that's the color. I could be making that up. These next eyeshadow palettes are palettes of 8, and they do have two different kinds of colors of 8 palettes. Like this one has 8, and this is the larger one. This one has 8, and this one is a smaller one. This one you can only, I know for a fact, you can only get it at Halloween time, and this is called Stars and Snipes. They are also all cream colors. I love, love, love this palette. I seriously, like if you want to enhance the color or you want a color to look more bright and vivid and out there and bold, this is definitely the way to go. You can see this has some reds in it. There's an orange, some dark grays. This one right here is a cream color. It is like a gray base color, but it has a lot of blue and silver fleck in it. So I definitely love this for enhancing colors and making them way more bold than they appear to be on a regular basis. The next one, oh, I lied. I have another little trio. It's called Silent Treatment. Sorry, let's backtrack. So this is Silent Treatment. There's not much I can say about this palette. It again is just a very neutral palette. It's very beautiful. I really love this shade right here. It's just like a taupey, like gray, brown, more on the cool side of a brown color. It is really pretty, and these are really shimmery, all three of them. The middle brown color is a little bit more matte than the rest of them, but still has a little bit of shimmer. And I don't technically, or not technically, but I don't always like to use matte, or oh my gosh, I don't usually like to use shimmery colors in my outer crease or in my outer V area. I technically like to keep that, technically, what is with that word today? I usually like to keep that area more matte. Moving on. So this next one that I have is also a quad of 8, and it is called Lust, and I love this palette. I think that the colors in it are so pretty, and I like the fact that this palette has 3 matte. Oh, this isn't of 8. This is of 6. Never mind. But I like this palette, all of these, because they all have one side where they're all shimmery and one side where they're all matte. So I love the different combinations of looks that you can get from just using this one palette because of the matte and the shimmery shades. These two colors up here are like deep wine shades, again, very pigmented. These go on very, very smooth. The matte ones, you always need to work a little bit harder on blending them. And usually if you're blending a matte shade, you would want to pick up a little bit of a shimmery shade because it's going to help that matte to blend out a little easier. So yes, this is Lust. And my last one of 6, I don't even know what this one is because I peeled the label off, but regardless, I love it. Maybe it does say on here. Nope. Okay, so I don't know what this one's called. Oh well, get over it. Don't hate me. Again, 3 matte and 3 shimmery shades. I love the matte black in this palette specifically because it is very pigmented and it is very smooth and it is very easy to blend. If you take a little bit of this like shimmery gray color right here to blend it out with, it can go really far and it makes like a really pretty smoky eye. And I just love this palette. I used this one a lot when I got it. I was experimenting with neutrals more at the time because when I was buying all these Wet n Wild palettes, I wasn't a big fan of neutrals, but now I am because basically of this palette and a couple of other ones that I used to love to experiment with. So yes. Sorry, I don't know the name of this one. Don't hate me. The first Wet n Wild palette I probably ever bought was this one, and it is called Petal Pusher, and it is just this awesome palette of a bunch of purples. And I will tell you, if you own the Kat Von D palette in Adora, I believe it is, all of these colors are, well, the majority of these colors are dead ringers for the colors in there. I absolutely love this palette. You can see this purple over here got a ton of use when I used to wear that color all over the lid and just like smoke it out and put like a neutral brown in the crease to kind of like blend it out with. But I used to love that purple, so yes, this one is Petal Pusher. And if you have watched my past videos, I made a tutorial using this look. I don't remember which one it is, but I'll find it, and if I can, then I'll link it down below. But yes, you can just see that those colors are all beautiful, a little bit deeper, darker, smoky shades, and I can't get enough of this palette. I couldn't when I first bought it, and I still don't know. I don't reach for it as often as I did, but I still would reach for this palette every so often when I'm trying to create, like more of a purple smoky eye. I have green eyes. Purple usually work better for brown eyes, but it is what it is. I still love that palette. This next one is called Blue Had Me at Hello, and this is just, you can see that one blue got a lot of use out of me. So I absolutely love this palette. There are colors in here also that are dead ringers for Kat Von D's Metal Orchestra palette, and then she has another one, I can't remember the name of it, that also has a deep dark blue in it like that. A silver, a black, so yes, and this black right over here is shimmery, and then the one next to it is more matte. So I do love this eyeshadow palette for different looks. I used to do blue smoky eyes with this all the time, and it would make my green eyes just absolutely pop. So if you are in the market for a good blue eyeshadow palette, this is definitely one to get. I believe these are $3 or $4 at Walgreens or Rite Aid, any drugstore. I'm sure you can pick these up at. I've seen them at Walmart. So yes, this is Blue Had Me at Hello, and again, I just want to show the pigmentation of these colors. They are amazing. I seriously, for drugstore, these palettes are the most beautiful pigmented things that I have ever seen in a drugstore. For the quality of these products, I just love them. I can't get enough of them. I love them. I used to use this palette so much, and I still do. I use some of the shades in there. I don't really use the sparkly black, and you can see what I'm talking about when I move this palette. You can just see all the glitter in that one black. So I don't really like to use that one, but other shades in here I absolutely love. So go Wet n Wild. I have another palette. Ooh, I have so much eyeshadow on my hands. This other palette is just one of Neutral's. It is called Comfort Zone. I don't remember what this color was over here. It broke and fell out when I was traveling. But yes, this has so many nice colors. This one top color right here, well, it is top this way, but this is like, if you have ever seen or you own or you have seen somebody use MAC blue brown pigment, if you wet your brush and you stick it in this color right here, it is a dead ringer. I kid you not. Somebody told me that and I was like, are you kidding me? I totally have that palette. I have to go home and try it. And I love that color. And it is a dead ringer for MAC blue brown. And you can see just me moving it, you can see those bluish brown pigments in there. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this palette so much. I used the crap out of it whenever I first bought it, and it's just some neutrals and some greens and everything. It's a very messy palette right now because I haven't reached for it in a long time, so it's kind of just been sitting there. But yes, love this palette, Comfort Zone. My last Wet n Wild palette, I've probably never used this, to be quite honest with you. I've probably only used it once or twice, if I ever have, but it's called, and I like this palette, but I don't like this palette. Like I said, I probably only reached for this once or twice, and I think I've only used the white shade that's in there. As you can see, everything in this palette is still very put together. Doesn't look like it's got much use out of it. I don't know why I've never reached for this palette. I just have so many other matte shades that I kind of forget about this palette, and it fades away to the background. Sorry. But yes, this is just a very pretty palette of purples and blues and deep browns. And this color right here is pretty close to Soft Brown by MAC, but I'm sure if I were to use this, it would be a beautiful palette. I don't know why I've never really thought of using it, but I do like it. I bought it. I have so many other eyeshadow palettes that I kind of just forget about these ones and they fade into the background. But I think now that I'm doing this video, I'm looking at them and I'm like, why don't I use you? So I'm pretty sure that I will be getting more use out of these palettes. I will probably do some tutorials with these palettes since I'm such a bargain shopper. And I think that it's good to have that in somebody, to be a bargain shopper, only for the simple fact that you are saving a ton of money if you're not somebody who likes to spend a lot of money on makeup. So I mean, and I do, and I have, but if I can help it, I won't. But yes, this is, I love matte. And I've seen a million people rave about this. palette on YouTube, and I don't know why I hardly reach for it. But yeah, those are all of my Wet n Wild palettes. I do not own them all. There are a couple that I've seen that I've been like, I don't even want that one. Like the ones that come out with their spring edition and they have like the bright greens and the oranges and the pinks. Like, I'm not that girl. So yeah, I just mainly stick with neutrals nowadays and maybe a pop of color under the eye and just kind of smoke it out under there. But mainly I like the color to be focused on my lip area, so I do wear bright reds, bright oranges, because I don't like nude lip colors, but I feel like if I do a colorful eye and a colorful lip, it's just pushing it a little too far. And if it is done right, it can be done tastefully. I'm just not that person to wear colors on my eyes and my lips. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little sharing of my Wet n Wild palettes. I also will be doing a video on my Wet n Wild lipsticks, and I will be doing swatches, kind of. Some of them I do want to swatch, some of them I don't because they're so self-explanatory. It's unbelievable. And I also will be doing a video on my Amazon and eBay haul. As soon as I get everything from both of those like companies, I will be doing a haul on that. And I also will be doing a like bargain shoppers video showing you guys just everything that I have that you can find for cheap that are good dupes for things that are more expensive. Just to help those of you who, like I said, don't want to loosen your purse strings, or who prefer to just like go to the drugstore and pick up a nice eyeshadow palette or a nice lip gloss or something along those lines. I will definitely be doing one of those types of videos. So I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day, and bye!